over 5,000 applicants who wanted to join Meru Youth Service, but we could only take 1,000. But I believe in the coming years we will take more and make sure that we do empower all the youth within the Meru County.
And allow me to say this as an African, because we as the UN, sometimes people think that they should come to the UN for funding, for money. But we are a technical agency. You have to know what you want. We're very delighted that the governor decided to invest in the right areas. And so with him we have this partnership, and I can assure you, whether the executive director, myself, or the team, we're very committed to working with you to realize the dream that the lady, the young girl here, talked about. I'm an achiever. Yes, you are. And yes, even those who are still behind are going to be. So we're going to work with you to help this be realized. Secondly, I want to thank you, Excellency, for having chosen the list. Because earlier on in the day when I asked you, what was the criteria for choosing the youth that we're seeing today here who've been trained? And he gave me 3 aspects which were very touching. Priority number 1 is orphans. Number 2, youth that have got single parents. And number 3, level of poverty. That gives dignity to the whole lot of us. So we want to congratulate you, youth, that despite the challenges that you have encountered, when you are called upon, you made the right choice.
Our transformation of the youth cannot be meaningful if it does not liberate our youth from poverty. We want a transformation that would yield tangible economic benefits to the youth of Meru. I promised I might not be a youth myself, but ideas don't get old. I promised as the governor of Meru to implement a radical program for youth empowerment and development. And that program is no other than what you are in now. It is MYS. The training program for Meru Youth Service, MYS, is now officially and formally opened.
Yes! Most of us see opportunities, but we don't exploit. So I would urge you to move forward and see this opportunity and decide you are going to transform your life, and of course through that you also transform your family, and you transform the communities, and of course the society and the nation. Therefore, I'm always reminded, if we are graduating and we move out with a positive attitude, that you pick what is working, a positive outlook, pick what is working, run with it, rather than sit back and complain what is not working. And I think that is why all of us in Meru leadership, we are here to support you. The other thing I noted, which I would like to bring to our attention as we share, is we find, having borrowed the model of National Youth Service, there is a model that recruits all young or youth people from all the corners of the nation. Of course, this also has also, I was informed that we have done for all 45 counties once. That means it's a sense of actually creating unity within the county. And of course, we know wherever there is unity, we are able to move forward as far as development is concerned. Honorable Governor, as I promised, when we made a courtesy call in your office, you did ask us if we could find ways of supporting the National Youth Service, and I'm happy to report that we have made arrangements to facilitate training and the capacity building of the Meru Youth Service recruit by National Youth Service. The National Youth Service will offer some quality training carried for servicemen and women at Gilgil. We would want to take some there so that they can build their capacity, then come back to be able to continue with the program. Your Excellency, we also agreed that we are going to second 2 youth development officers to the county to support the Meru Youth Service initiative and other youth empowerment program on a full-time basis. That we are completely seconding them. They will be in Meru for as long as you want them. You build your own capacity to be able to support, especially the CEC in charge of gender.
From poverty and hopelessness, and the first of its kind.
Vijana MYS. Twende kazi. Vijana mpo? Thank you very much. Your Excellency the Governor, my work is to explain to our visitors and the Meru youth about what we are doing as MYS. But first I want to start by welcoming all of you to this conference, which I hope will herald a new dawn and great fortunes for the youths in this county. I want to congratulate these youths for the enthusiasm, the passion, the dedication, and the discipline we have seen during the last 12 days of training. And I promise you that this is just the beginning. The road ahead is long, but it is laden with possibilities. Youth empowerment has been a challenging feat for many governments for a long time, whereas they form the largest segment of our population. In Meru County, for example, the population between 15 and 34 years form 35% of the population, which is a total of 570,000 people. You can see how many youths we have.
The government of Meru is working closely with the national government. The county government of Meru is working closely with the county assembly. The county government of Meru is working with the other leaders of Meru, the religious leaders, youth leaders, and everybody. That's what we said. We are going to have an all-inclusive participatory governance for Meru County. Actually, this conference is not a conference of Meru County alone. It is a joint project between Meru County government and the UN Habitats. So I'm very happy that our partnership has started very well, and we want to appreciate the high-level representation that UN Habitat has put, and also the tremendous effort which has been put especially by Abdallah and Douglas to make this meeting itself a success. We said we are going to work with the youth in Meru to implement the new urban agenda in Meru. We are going to improve our towns. The day for digging with the hose is long gone, our youth have to use different implements for transforming agriculture in Meru. So we want to thank the partnership we're developing with Turkey to improve not only our youth polytechnics, but also our youth in agriculture program. Dr. Karua is the general manager of AMREF Kenya, and we are working with her to implement a community youth healthy project. We are implementing one of the big 4 agendas of the national government, the universal health coverage. So we are going to promote primary health care, promotion and preventive health. And we are also trying to recruit as many people from Meru into NHIF. So the MYS, quite a number of you will be used. You'll be trained by AMREF and our Ministry for Health to become what they call barefoot doctors. You'll be doing door-to-door health promotion and the recruitment of people into NHIF. This training will start soon. I think after you take a short break, you'll be reporting to various centers for that. The youth of Kenya is the power of Kenya. I've said nobody should see the youth as a problem. The youth is a solution to the problems that we have in this country. I want to work very hard this opportunity that God has given me to promote the youth of Meru. We cannot make Meru great with the youth who are hopeless, with youth who are mad in poverty, with unemployed youth, with youth who are pathetic, and with youth who have no meaning of life.
Mheshimiwa Rais kutufungia gwaride la vikundi siku ya leo ni vijana wa kaunti ya Meru wakiwa katika magwanda yao ya kikazi. Itakumbukwa ni miezi mitatu tu kikundi hiki kiliweza kuundwa. Mwisho kabisa, mweka alama jeshi letu na nchi kavu.